Jubinder versus Ben and Jerry. Jubinder going to be spawning over here on the red side. Or probably just Ben and Jerry going to be spawning over here on the red side as well. Jubinder will be spawning on the blue side. We're just about ready to go, so let's get to it.
I'm assuming Jinnovic and Aerox will probably go for that stealth strat like they've been doing the entire time with the other team here. Coming up to the corner here, there goes down the Big Ol' Bomb, the smoke field.
They are going to be able to successfully channel off about 12 seconds of health, so they have plenty of time to bide right now, find their target, and engage, as you can see. More than likely, now we do have Aerox targeting, we did have Aerox targeting Serenity, but it seems he's changed it up now. Not going to actually use the stealth rotation, or the stun rotation this time. They're going to be saving it. Instead, they are going to be looking, they're again going to be focusing out the Hammer Warrior here, as you can see at the moment. He is generally, seems to be the focus target, but Jinnovic did take a heavy amount of damage there from the AoE that was coming out from Tapir, and he may get fairly low here in the next few seconds. Just use his heal, is trying to run over these heal kits as best he can, but they're not all gone, so anything that comes on him is generally going to stay on him. He still has over 10 seconds until his next heal, and Aerox is really just having a lot of trouble getting the DPS off, but nicely done indeed by playing the Big Ol' Bomb Elixir R there, managing to save himself there and knocking back his opponent, stopping him from stopping him, and or doing the damage that was necessary to keep him in the down state, and through that he was able to resurrect himself. But nonetheless, this is actually sort of pretty even here at the moment. Tapir is getting pretty low, so we may see him go down the next few seconds. He does have that resurrection, he does have the passive regeneration that's coming off from the healing signet there, but he is going to go into the down state. Jinnovic at the same time is fairly low, so if Serenity Life chooses, he can try to take down Jinnovic. The Stomp's trying to go off right now onto Tapir, and they will be going into the down state. Serenity Life is the last person standing here for Jubinder, but more than likely he will get taken down in the next few seconds and bring this set up to 1-0 in favor of Ben and Jerry.
I believe that was one of the very first spirit interrupts we've seen today. Amazingly enough, considering how many spirits we've seen.
Indeed. It's from what I understand, it's one of the harder things to interrupt, because not all forms of CC affected, if I was told that correctly, right?
So that bug has been fixed.
Oh, it has.
So you should be able to use just about any CC that you have against the spirit, and it should interrupt it. That said, it's really hard to read the animation, so you pretty much have to. What I do anyways is as soon as you see someone go down, just run to the spirit and start spamming skills on it. And just trying to interrupt as much as you can. Not damaging skills, by the way, because you don't want to proc Nature's Vengeance, but you just want to try to CC as much as you can. I mean, if you can lock it into a stun, you're pretty much going to be good to go.
All right. So we're going to go into round 2 in just a second. Again, Jubinder versus Ben and Jerry. Let's see how things go. And Inian just reminded me to remind you guys about the upcoming tournament next Saturday as well. Be sure to check out the Good Fights tournament on the 14th. That'll be next Saturday. And that'll be on this channel as well, so be sure to tune in for that. So we are getting started here, though, with round 2. Ben and Jerry versus Jubinder are going to be getting started in about 6 seconds, so let's get ready to go, everyone. If Ben and Jerry does take this one, they will stay alive and in this tournament and move on to the next round, and eliminating Jubinder from the tournament. However, again, if Jubinder does manage to take this game, we will tie the set up and go to a game 3. And as we saw there as well, blue team again tried to play for something a little bit different. They went aggressive and tried to actually get over to the members of the red team before they actually managed to get the full stealth amount off. And I think they did actually, stop them before they were able to like finish off the channeling. But they weren't able to actually capitalize on that being able to get any stuns or anything like that off. And as you can see here, they still got the CC off. Generally speaking, it's pretty even right now as we go into the early stages of the fight. Tapir and Serenity Life are generally speaking lower, but this early in the fight, things can change so drastically. So we'll have to see as we get later into the fight how these things change up. Jinnovic is the focus target for at least Serenity Life at the moment. He's getting dangerously low, 20% health, going to be throwing down his elixir. You will note, though, that Serenity Life did go for the delayed kill here now, waiting a little bit. They didn't actually take him down right off the bat. Now, he is in the down state, and unfortunately, there was some AoE over Jindovic's corpse in favor of the red team, so they didn't want to dive right in and try to keep him in the down state. Through that, he was able to resurrect himself back up with the elixir. He's back up and in play right now. Tapir as well. The pressure's now shifting to him. We could be seeing him go down the next few seconds, but again, Jinnovic pretty low once more. He doesn't have the elixir anymore as well, and Aerox now going into the down state. Jinnovic is way too low. He won't be able to resurrect his teammate here, and as well, they have no res utilities left to get him back up. Aerox is trying his best to stay alive here. He's still at about 20% downstate health, but again, there's just a little bit too much damage on the body there. Jinnovic, no, wait, he may actually be able to get himself back up. We'll have to see. Jinnovic trying his best, but again, Jinnovic as well was just a little bit too low as they went into that fight, and with that, we are going to be seeing Jinnovic go down. And with that, we will be seeing Jubinder take round 2.
Yeah, it was a very nice play. There was some overlapping cooldowns from the red team, but I don't really think it cost them the game here. When we saw Jinnovic go down, he threw down the Elixir R, was inside of it pretty much would have been able to res on his own. We did see Eric's come in, throw down the Shadow Refuge on top of him, try to secure that res. I think it was kind of a wasted cooldown, but yet again, I'm not sure if he had that Shadow Refuge, 10, 15 seconds later, if it would have really mattered that much.
All right. Now we are going to be moving into a third round, guys. So the winner of this one, both teams now, keep in mind we are in the losers bracket, are fighting for survival here. The loser of this game will be eliminated from the tournament. And as well, guys, if you are looking for the brackets, I'm sure someone can link those in the chat for you. All you gotta do is ask him, or you'll be able to link them. They are available, however, if you can hear me at challenge.com/PvPTV2, if you just want to check out our brackets there. We'll be following those pretty closely today.
The match starts.
Here we go again. No changes from either team. You got to be sticking with the same comps. These have been some pretty close fights so far, so I would still believe both teams are fairly confident in their comps, and as such, they are going to be sticking with them as we go into the third and final round of this set.
All right, I think we're probably going to see the same thing coming out from Jin that we've seen pretty much every game. Going to throw down the Big Ol' Bomb and the Smoke Bomb here, get a little stealth for his team. They got 12 seconds last time. About, 12 seconds, there we go, and they're going to have plenty of time to try to situate themselves and get a nice opening on the other team.
And again, we did see Jubinder going with the aggressive push to try and stop the stealth. Didn't actually manage to get in there interrupted this time. However, again, Jindovic was knocked down there a little bit before he managed to get damage off. But, as you're going to see right now, Aerox now coming in with some nice amounts of damage on it to Tapir at the moment. But Aerox, again, it's getting turned around on him too. He took a hefty amount of AoE, and he was forced to pop his heal just a couple seconds ago. The pressure from Jubinder is not fading, though, as you can see. Still going on to Aerox pretty heavily at the moment. So we'll have to see how that thing, we'll have to see how that prevails as we get later in on this fight. Aerox still 16 seconds away, so he has to be careful with when he wants to actually try and apply damage. Now, there's little medkits on the ground that he can run and pick up, but he doesn't seem to be utilizing it that well. Just tried to go in there and get some damage onto Tapir, but instead he managed to get himself into the downstate. Jindovic as well went into the downstate, so with that, Jubinder in a very quick third round is going to be wrapping this up and moving on into the next game. Ben and Jerry have been eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, I don't think the Elixir R even went down at the end there from Jindovic. I think he might have got caught out, possibly. Didn't have my camera on him, but I did not see the Elixir Argos. I'm not sure if he got caught out, if he just didn't have time to put it down before he got bursted down, or what happened there. But that really that shortened the fight by quite a bit.
And we are now going to be moving on to You Won't See It Coming versus USA. Say should